Welcome to another episode of FML. Today we are going over my list of regrets. We're going to give it a garage update, and there's no garage update. We're going to give you a parking lot update on what we got going on here and where I'm at with cars and how many I have and what needs to be done and all that other good stuff. So here we go. Here we have my 96 Volvo Wagon. If you guys seen the episode, I got this car for free for doing a clutch job on a Volkswagen. Right now, I drive it to work once in a while, but it's mostly used as a storage facility. I got transmission and stuff like that back there, and I'm sure the neighbors are loving it. Actually, this is going to be leaving today. It's going to get put in storage. We got a tire with a small leak on it. This is going to be for a future project, so there's not really much I'm going to be doing to the motor or anything to this because the motor's coming out. We'll be going to do this project after the X5, I believe. I don't know. You guys watch to the end of the video. There's another project that I'm going to bring up, and you guys let me know what you think, which one I should do. Next on the list, we got my 05 E500 Wagon, and this is the one with 300 and I think I'm at 328,000 miles on it. I've been daily driving it to work until a check engine light came on, which is really scary on a car like this. But it turns out it's just a mass airflow sensor that I have ordered and is on the way, and hopefully I can drive it once more. This car, I'm pretty much done doing what I'm going to do with it for now. I'm not going to get too crazy. I keep hoping I'm going to find a green hatch and a green bumper and a green front bumper and green stuff, but it's probably not going to happen, so I'm just going to keep an eye out for a good deal on a hatch because I'm not too worked up that it's got a big dent in it. I don't really care on that aspect and what people think of the car. I just know that I got it cheap and it's fast. Next is my 95 E320 Wagon, and this is a Texas car, and this is a car that I bought before I started the channel because it would have made for an interesting pickup video because I only made it halfway home with this thing. I paid 800 bucks for it, and what happened was the drive shaft bushings went out and almost left me stranded, so I had to leave it parked at Walmart and come back and get it the next day. But this is what I've been daily driving to work every day, and I am loving it. This car just drives great, even though the shocks are shot. It gives it that nice floaty feeling going down the highway. And it's mostly just the front. So, future plans for this is kind of do a restore on it. I was really hoping to keep the original paint because the paint on the metal is good. The paint on the plastic needs to be redone, which is a different color than the metal part. But the unfortunate thing is the hood. We got some hail damage, because I like hail damage on my cars. And then the paint's faded. And this is really thick metal, so I don't know if a dent replace can get it out or not, but who knows. There's a little couple dings on here that I'm going to get pounded out. I'll pay for that. But I think I'm going to have to ultimately get a new hood. And then we got this going on with the fender, and part of the reason why I retain the original paint is because of this pinstriping. But I got a friend that does pinstriping, and I think we'll be able to recreate this, and we're going to do hand pinstriping on here, so should be nice. This might be my winter project to do in the garage. We'll see if I can find something by then. Other than that, it runs and drives good. I noticed that the belt squeaks once in a while, so I want to get a new belt and tensioner and stuff ordered for this thing. Other than that, it drives phenomenal. The radio doesn't work in this, which makes for a more relaxing trip. This is the 04 Passat that I recently bought. We're still waiting on head gasket parts, and it looks really good with the front clip off right now. The Jim Leahy is enjoying this right now. I've been getting comments about it, getting comments about all of these, so we're gonna have to do something about that, but I haven't really done that. I've been accumulating parts for it, so we're starting to get some parts trickle in, but nothing important that I can get some work done on it. I don't have to make a garbage run for that. Don't care about the rust on the tailgate. This car is going to get sold. I don't have no intention of keeping it unless for some reason I fix it, and I absolutely love it because it's a wagon. Maybe it's something I drive to and from work because it's good on gas. But that's where we stand on this regret. This is my 05 X5, and this is the one I'm doing the swap in. If you're not familiar with my channel, go check out a bunch of the previous videos. But this one's on pause until I get this done and the Outback that you guys will see later. Other than that, I gotta accumulate some steel on this yet to fab up the motor mounts. We may have to tow this somewhere to get these motor mounts welded up because I don't have a welder here. I was gonna buy a welder and run a cord out and all this other stuff, but then I gotta get gas and all that, and I think maybe I might just hire this out and get the motor mounts welded up. That way I don't have to worry about them, and then everything else I should be able to do on my own. The other thing that we're waiting on this is I gotta find somebody to do a patch delete. I gotta get a new hydraulic line going from the pedal to the transmission, and you know, there's a different end on the BMW side and a different end on the Ford side. So I think we're gonna just we'll do the flange tool, and then I'll make some of my own lines and go from there. But we'll get this done. Hopefully, my goal is to get this done before snow falls, so then I can park it and not drive it all winter, because it's probably not going to be the greatest thing in the winter. This is my 07 Odyssey, and this is a big regret, mostly in the suspension department, because that was a pain in my butt. Look at my past videos on how that all went. Should have been easier. We have a driver in training who's being really weird. But other than that, this is the daily driver. This is the wife's car. This is how we get the kids to and from places, so we don't get too crazy with it. I do have some camber bolts for the front, because if I remember correctly, the shop said it had a slight bit of positive camber, and I just want them to bring them in. And then the steering wheel is a little like touchy, so hopefully that will clear it out. But other than that, everything's good. I do have to do a timing job on this, and I should probably change the spark plugs on it, because I have no idea when that's been done. So we got some maintenance stuff to do on this. If you guys want to see a video of me doing that stuff, let me know down below. Now let's get in the Volvo and drive to the farm. This is an 02 Outback. I picked this up pretty cheap. The exhaust is all falling apart, and the dry shaft came off of this. And it turns out you can't just replace the U-joint on these. You have to replace the whole dry shaft. So I just got to use one. These aren't real crazy. I'm not going to make a lot of money off of it. Interior's in decent shape. LL Bean, so it's got the 2 sunroofs and the wood steering wheel. It's in alright shape. It runs good. Shifts good. Brakes need to be done. But this isn't one I'm super excited about. I mean, they're not particularly rare or nothing like that. So I am actually here today to pick this up, take it home, to clean it up. We'll give the headlights a little refresh. If you want to see some extra pictures of this, of it cleaned up, follow me on Facebook at Financial Mistake Living, or Instagram, same thing. is my 96 BMW 750 IL. This is the V12 one. This is what I got from Copart for 250 bucks. And it's been sitting here for a while, so we gotta jump start it so we can get it running and moved again, because they were just pushing it around. This thing, I'm not sure what I'm doing with this thing. I have a few ideas. One of them, chopping some holes in here, and maybe I can reverse the headers so they're coming up and just have turbos sticking out and just send the car. She's pretty rough shape. I'm not sticking any more money into it. X5 heads. Got the battery. It's got a brand new battery. Another idea I had for it is my friend Bob here has a lot of F-150 frames. Let's throw this body onto an F-150 frame. Huh? Huh? I'm kind of liking that idea, actually. Now for the last two cars. Oh, you guys, I almost forgot about the Audi. This is a, I don't even know what year Audi this is anymore. 04? Does that sound right? Yeah, I think this is an 04. You know what we should do? Well, crap. Key must have been left on this. So this is an 04 Audi all-road. And basically, the transmission shot in this. I drained the fluid. It's crossed my mind to do a transmission service on this to see if it will, in fact, fix it. But probably not. And I found a few transmission swaps I could do on this, so we might be doing that. You can see I got a flat tire on here. Bob's not going to be happy about that. But it's in too good a shape for me to junk it out, and that was going to be my original intention. Get some few parts off of it, but everything is just clean on it. And the motor just runs awesome, so this will be a future project, and it's going to be nothing crazy. Back to our walk. There's my LS motor. And here are the last two. We have an 05 Legacy GT Limited, long roof. And we have an 04 Forester XT, and depending on who you talk to, this is or it isn't a wagon. I consider these like the Audi all-road, and that it is a wagon, it's just lifted. But that would be an argument for something else. But I think what we're going to do is scrap this thing out. I don't think it's really doing us any good. It was hit hard here in the front, so... And then this one, the turbo went bad and took the motor out. So this doesn't have a motor in it. The body, as dirty as it looks, is rust free. There is no rust on this thing. And then the suspension used to be, everything had gone through before the motor went out and the interior is meant in it. I'm not sure what I'm doing with that thing yet. I have an idea, but this is probably not getting out of here anytime soon. So when it comes time to tackle this project, we'll pull these both out and I'm going to scrap that thing. It's not worth it anymore. And there you have it. There are all of my regrets. And as you can hear in the background, I got the V12 BMW running. So we're going to let that idle for a while and get that battery topped off a little bit on it so that they don't have to push it around. Right now, I'm currently in get rid of cars mode. We need to let loose of some of these regrets. And we're going to do that starting off with that Subaru. So don't forget to follow me if you guys want to see pictures of that thing cleaned up and posted for sale. If you want to buy a Subaru, look me up in central Wisconsin. It'll be on Marketplace. On that note, thanks guys for watching, and remember, keep making financial